Hey guys, so I just got back from my first trip with the T-Rex. My wife and baby and I drove up to Syracuse, and everything went great. It all worked. So I just got home. I have 7 miles on the guessometer. I'll show you that stuff inside there. The car is still on. Pack is still on, but I'm down to 310 volts. You can see this is the temperature. The fluid temperature there, which is, I think, right around 70 degrees. The battery held up fine, so my little solar panel was inside the box the whole time. It wasn't getting any sun. Not that it really mattered, because this is kind of a cold and dreary day with no sun, but it fared pretty well. I still have 11.9 volts. I started with around 13. I used this to top it off before I left, and it seemed to hold up just fine. So that's definitely good to know. So for trips, even if there's no sun, I can still drive around for the day. All right, so the part that you guys are probably all very interested in, I'm honestly slightly disappointed, but I'm hoping it's just the temperature. So with 7 miles left, which each of these little blips, it lasted so long. I mean, it feels like it probably lasted double because it's 2 batteries. But as you can see there in the middle, I got 161.5 miles. And on the way home, I dropped off the wife and kid, and I continued to drive around just to see how far I could go. And, let's close the door. So my efficiency was pretty high. On the way up there, I didn't reset my average, but I reset it on the way back. I don't know why it says best is 3.1 miles per kilowatt, or my average was 5. And that's because the energy from the secondary battery pack, just the way the car is counting it, it looks like it thinks it's regen, which I kind of anticipated. I thought that was going to happen. And yeah, so I'm 161.5. It's 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which is warmer than it was. It was around 57 for pretty much most of the trip. I'm hoping that's the reason that I only got 161.5. Well, also, I wasn't fully charged. I said this before, but I was a little nervous about going all the way to the top, because it's still experimental. I've used that word a lot. But I without actually seeing messages, I don't know that the BMS is in here doing its job. So I don't want to charge the batteries full and have something be too high, and that's how bad things happen, fires and stuff like that. What else? So everything looks like it held up great. Everything is sealed up. Let me see if there's any water. No, it's dry as a bone. Just see if there's any water. Nope, that's dry. Yeah, nothing got in there. I sealed all this up, so this is all sealed up. I did that quickly this morning. That was the last piece. But everything else is caulked and or siliconed. So it looks like it's all held together great. What else? I was tempted to go down and use the fast charging station, but it's Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's graduation weekend, so if I got down there and there was a Tesla there or something, then I would be kind of screwed. And I didn't really want to charge on a public charging station somewhere else. But having the trailer does kind of limit you and where you can go and where you can park. That's one of the cons to the whole thing. But yeah. See, is that about it? Well, I'm hoping to run some canned messages tonight with Liam if he's still available, and we'll get confirmation that the BMS is working. Once I know that it's working, and once everything looks like it's going to be safe, it's going to be fine, then I'll definitely fully charge it. But as it is now, not only did I not do extended range, I didn't even fill it up with regular range. It just clicked over to the last bar, the last full bar on the guessometer. So it really wasn't even full. I think the display said 45 minutes left to full, which it seems like it's been double that number because there's 2 packs here. So, I mean, it could have been an hour and a half left to charge to full. So I'm hoping because of that and because of the temperature, that's the reason I only got 161 miles. But this big road trip that I'm taking next month to Indiana, the very first stretch is to a fast charger in State College, PA, and I think it was 205 miles, and that was the longest stretch. And there really wasn't a whole lot around there. It's really hard to get out of New York because New York is just so far behind with its charging infrastructure. So with this pack, I can now hopefully get out of New York, but without it, it's hard to take a road trip with an EV. All right, so I guess that's about it. Just wanted to update you guys on it. Everything went great. I'm happy. Just hoping to get a little bit more range when it warms up and when I get a totally full pack. But I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.